Eala to open season in Auckland Tilt. Eala hopes to start the new season with a bang when she competes in the 2026 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand on January 5. Eala hopes to start the new season with a bang when she competes in the 2026 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand on January 5. The world number 53 Filipina tennis sensation is included in the player list as of Wednesday, December 31st, in the Women's Tennis Association WTA 250 tournament. The tournament is part of Eala's build-up heading to her main draw debut at the Australian Open. Also in the player roster are world number 14 Alina Svitolina, world number 15 Emma Navarro, world number 54 Magda Linette, and fellow Southeast Asian standout Janice Tien of Indonesia. After her Auckland stint, Eala would head to Melbourne, Australia for the 2026 Kooyong Classic, which served as one of the sport's most prestigious warm-up events a week before the Australian Open. She will join another list of high-ranked players like former world number 17 Donna Vekic, with former world number 5 Daniela Hantuchova making a guest appearance. Further player announcements and updates are also being expected. It spills softly over the harbor, glinting off the water like a quiet promise, and settles gently on the hard courts where a new tennis season waits to be written. January air hums with anticipation, not just of summer, but of beginnings. For Eala, this moment is more than a tournament. It is a threshold. The Auckland title is not merely a stop on the calendar, it is an opening chapter. As Alex steps onto the court, racket in hand, the noise of the world fades into something manageable, something familiar. The bounce of the ball, the feel of the grip, the rhythm of breath, these are constants. Everything else, rankings, expectations, the weight of representing a nation, waits quietly in the background. This is how seasons begin. Not with fireworks, but with focus. From promise to presence. Eala has long been called a future star. Junior Grand Slam champion. Trailblazer for Philippine tennis. A name spoken with hope and pride by fans half a world away. But Auckland is about the present. Here, she is not potential, she is competition. Each season in professional tennis resets the story. Past victories earn respect, not guarantees. Every player arrives in Auckland with the same ambition, to test themselves early, to sharpen their weapons, to announce readiness for the year ahead. Alex's game fits this moment. Her left-handed strokes carve angles that unsettle opponents. Her movement, light but deliberate, reflects years of disciplined training. There is patience in her rallies, but also a growing willingness to step inside the baseline, to dictate rather than wait. Auckland's courts reward clarity. There is no hiding here. The ball comes through clean, and intention shows in every swing. Carrying home across the ocean. Thousands of miles away, the Philippines is awake too. Matches are followed in early hours. Social media lights up with each score update. In a country where tennis courts are fewer than dreams, Alex's journey has become something shared, collective, personal, proud. Yet on court, she carries that support lightly. There is something mature in the way she competes, an understanding that representation is strongest when it is quiet and consistent. Every rally played with honesty. Every point fought without excess. In Auckland, she is not trying to prove she belongs. She already knows she does. The task now is refinement, turning belief into routine. The first matches matter. Opening rounds are rarely glamorous. They are about nerves disguised as confidence, about shaking off travel, about finding timing before instinct returns. For Alex, these matches are tests of patience. Not every ball lands clean. Not every plan works immediately. But there is growth in adaptation. She adjusts her depth. She mixes pace. She listens, to her coach, to her body, to the quiet signals of the match unfolding. When momentum swings away, she resists panic. When it swings back, she doesn't rush it. This is the mark of a player learning how to win in different ways. Auckland as a mirror. Tournaments early in the season act like mirrors. They show players who they are at that moment. Not who they were last year, not who they hope to be by December. Auckland reflects Eala as a competitor in transition. Still young. Still hungry. But no longer tentative. She is learning how to absorb pressure without shrinking, how to use variety not as decoration but as strategy. The crowd begins to notice. Not because of spectacle, but because of steadiness. Point by point, she earns attention the hardest way possible. Beyond the trophy, winning the Auckland title would be significant, no doubt. A statement, a reward, a line in the record books. But even without lifting silverware, the tournament serves its purpose. It sets the tone. It reminds Alex why she plays. Why the early mornings, the long flights, the quiet sacrifices matter. It sharpens her sense of self before the bigger stages arrive. Auckland does not demand perfection. It asks for presence. And Eala answers. The season begins. As the tournament progresses, the sun dips lower each evening, painting the sky in colors that feel earned. Another match completed. Another lesson learned. Another step forward. When Alex leaves the court, win or lose, she carries something valuable with her, clarity. The season has begun, not with noise, but with intent. And somewhere between the first serve and the final handshake in Auckland, Eala reminds the tennis world, and herself, that beginnings are powerful not because of how they end, but because of what they make possible.